Hey Gemini, it's Empress Rose here. Oh yeah, I'm mic'd up. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works and leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength on this one, catch your other major placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and you can always find what those are. There's a million websites online. You need your birth location, birth time, and date, of course. And then you can plug that in and it'll give you your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and probably a lot of other placements that I don't know anything about what to do with. But because I'm not really an astrologer. All right. I'm a card reader. Whoa, Gemini. These two popped out. All is connected and change of seasons. These are little twinsies cards, just like you, twinsies. These are little twin cards here. We've got these fall leaves coming, and look, it's fall. This is so perfect. So everything is connected, interconnected. There's a lot of change going on, and it's changing everything else. There's changes here, changes there. Everything's changing. Change of seasons is like the world card. It's like just fall, spring, everything. Your whole life has changed. Possibly something very external is changing here. You could be changing something inside that changes something outside. And then a little tweak. It's a little tweak internally, a little tweak in your home, a little tweak in your heart, a little tweak there, and suddenly the whole thing. It reminds me of those cards, those like pop-up books and pop-up cards, and there's like, there'll be a little tab, and you pull on that little tab, and then suddenly like an entire, what was it? Alice in Wonderland house pops up, and she's stuck in it, and it's like 1.5 feet tall, and all you did was pull this little tab, and the whole thing just pops up. That's a lot. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about you pulling on something, a little something, and since it's all connected, this huge change happens. Pretty big change, or maybe not. It just could be a change. It could just be not everybody can have big changes going on all the time, although it's 2020 and it does seem to be a daily occurrence. So some things, it's all connected, and you just find some sort of little tweak here, and it changes the whole game because everything is connected. It's the interconnected web of life, and we just pull one thing. For instance, the temperature. We just change the temperature just a little bit, and whew, big things happen. So we could be dealing with climate change, your own personal climate change. All we did was a little tweak in temperature. Took a couple hundred years of bad behavior to get there, but we change the temperature 1 to 2 degrees, and boom, whole different world, whole different climate, whole different for everybody, So it's something like that. Wow, I'm making it sound really big. We're really going big here. But that's what these two cards are. I mean, they're both fall cards. They're both cards of change. One is tweak, and see, in this one, she's just standing very still and letting it happen all around her. Okay. All right, that's happening now. Okay. And this one, she's standing very still, just pulling on a little thread with her finger. And fall happens. Boom. Fall. It does really feel like those pop-up books and pop-up cards where you just pull. I love those. It's such a magical feeling. If you just do this one little thing, just pull this little tab, and boom, this whole world sprouts up. Where was that? It was flattened very cleverly by some very clever artists. So that's what we're seeing here. Big change of seasons. Changes, the world changes. I mean, and we are entering fall, right? Pretty soon here, technically, legally, I want to say. Legally, we're entering fall soon. Around here, there's a little bit of that feeling already. Some of the leaves are a little bit yellow and starting to tumble a bit. So anyway, small little tweak, but because everything's connected, it's just a big changes will happen. I mean, look how beautifully these cards just kind of go together. You can almost get the leaves to line up. So yeah, those are pretty cool that those just popped out together pretty willingly too. So something in your life wants to change here. Something's going on. And all you need to do is, and all is connected can sometimes be just the way you talk about something, storytelling, because it's the Anansi card. So change a little bit of the story, like how you usually talk about something or someone or something that happened to you. Just change that story, and it could likely change your whole perspective, maybe your whole perspective on your whole life. Something big in your life could bring, I mean, our self-talk is the most powerful tool we have, you know? So if you change a little tweak on your self-talk, and that's all we're doing with our mantras and our little self-talk and our little things where, you know, look in the mirror and say this 3 times, you know, I'm getting better in every way, every day in every way, or something like that. You know, but sometimes our mantras are like, oh, I suck. Oh, I'm never going to get this right. And then we can tweak it a little bit, because we don't want to go whole hog into something a mantra or some sort of talk that we don't believe, because your body feels that. Your body knows, you know, you're lying to it or whatever. It'll feel like you're lying to it, especially if it's too far from what you're used to. So you want to be like, not, you know, oh, I suck at everything, but like, I'm not always going to suck at everything. I suck at many things, but it won't last for very long. It's not forever. And then you can like, okay, I can probably be better at many things with just a few days effort. You know, I don't think you ever want to go to like, I'm good at everything, because that's a lie too. So just as much a lie as I suck at everything. So something like that. You're just tweaking a little bit of your self-talk and the stories you tell about yourself and your life. It has a big, profound change. I mean, and these cards are perennially true. So, or evergreen. That's the word I'm looking for. It's always true that our self-talk and a little tweak can change a big thing. But this is particularly true. The cards have called your attention to this phenomena this week for a reason, or whatever time period we're talking about here, whatever sort of nebulous, weird-ass, gelatinous time situation this reading is about. All right, Gemini, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's at issue? Your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Holy moly, what on earth? All right. So this is a collaborative process. I'm reading these cards. I know these cards pretty well, really well, and I'm putting them together and pulling out from them intuitively what's the reading that makes sense given everything around it and what I'm feeling at the time. And you're practicing your intuition as well. You're looking at these cards, understanding what they mean to you, what they look like in your life, what's going on here. A couple of them might mean nothing to you. A general reading in particular, that's true. But even in the personal readings, you know, if I'm pulling 14 cards, it's okay if 2 or 3 don't make any sense to you. And a couple of them will be like, I don't understand that, but there's something about it that caught me. And that's you practicing your intuition. Your intuition just gets stronger as you fiddle with this stuff. You too, not just me. So 2 of Cups here, this is your recent past. This is a deep, soulful sharing. Kindred spirit has been met, has been shared with, and then we have more than one kindred spirit. I'm very kindred with 40 billion people. There's only 7 billion on the planet. So I'm going to say I have probably 6 billion kindred spirits. I'm kindred with a lot of people, but not soulmates with a lot of people. So, but this is a deep, soulful sharing, something that really, really felt good, felt wonderful to you. There was some sort of strength, patience, and loyalty available to you in that connection. A really deep connection here. A lot of sharing, a lot of healing. Yep, your 2 of Cups there. And then in your current situation, you have this 8 of Pentacles. Work, work, work. But it's very fascinating work. It's good work. It might be a little repetitive at times. Occasionally it might get boring, but overall you enjoy this work. This could be work on yourself. You could be working on this relationship. Working on relationships doesn't have to be difficult. Some of us enjoy it. Like, oh, let's see how we can come together on this, or let's see, you know, the healthiest way we can deal with this snafu. But anyway, usually it's about work, though. Work and money, focused. So you might be very busy at work. You might be one of the people that are very busy, or you might just be focused on finding work, or focused on good work, or focused on college, or focused on an apprenticeship of some sort. But you're working. You're kind of at the beginning of a kind of a work situation, or a new avenue of your job. I mean, that's always when it's the most fascinating. Slightly overwhelming, but also most fascinating. Your hopes and fears, dreams, nightmares, communication, lots of communication, Gemini. Fast movement. You'd like this, maybe you'd like this work thing to be going a little faster, because this is day in, day out labor. Like this is not, I don't know what, it's not the most exciting thing you've ever done. It is work. They do have to pay you to show up, right? So, but it is sort of a day in, day out, working hard for your money kind of vibe here. And here's lots of communication. You're hoping for some sort of good communication, some sort of fast movement, something coming in, or you might be afraid of it. I actually have texting fatigue. So I've left everybody on red for a while. I don't know what happened. Apparently it's a common thing. I was diagnosed with texting fatigue. So I have a nightmare of like getting too many texts and communications. Like I'm not handling it right now. I think with the coronavirus, just everything turned into texting and not real communication, and it's worn me out. So I'm in a period of recovery. I'm in a Four of Swords moment myself here with communication, where it's just, we're taking a little break. I'm going to leave you on red for a few days. You're going to be able to handle it. Anyway, so it could be a nightmare. You could be like, this could be your worst nightmares. All this communication, maybe truth coming out, maybe things being communicated instead. Maybe you just really don't want this, but it's in your hopes or fears. So it could be that you're very excited about some communication, but it's on your mind. Communicating, fast movement, movement forward, a lot of communication. It's on your mind somehow. And then in these Nine of Wands here, we have it reversed. We have Nine of Wands in the upright is the wounded warrior, going back out there, continuing to fight, even though you don't feel like it. But it's reversed. So maybe you're refusing to go back and fight. You're refusing to communicate. It could be because it is Wands. This is the Eight of Wands, and now we've got the Knight of Wands reversed. Refusing to keep fighting, refusing to keep leaving everybody on red because you're not ready to go back out there and communicate more with people. So so this could just be not feeling very inspired. So in the upright, he's still going to keep fighting because he knows what he believes in, you know, and it's worth it. Even though he's hurt, he still isn't going to desert on this army. But it could be somebody's deserted, somebody's abandoned their post, somebody's not, and this might be you, this might be somebody else. Somebody just isn't working for it anymore, just doesn't care anymore. They got hurt and they went home. They didn't get hurt and then come back out to play. They got hurt and then went home. So they don't want to fight anymore. This could be you or this could be somebody else. I'm not even talking about fighting. I'm just talking about standing up for what you want, standing up for what you believe, standing up and continuing to show up for work, continuing to show up for something. So you may have been, somebody here may have done some ghosting, just wounded and not willing to continue participating here, not wanting to keep going even though they're hurt. I mean, they're hurt and then that was like, well, I quit then. Instead of like, oh, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to keep working. I'm wounded, but give me some ibuprofen and maybe a shot of whiskey and I'll go back out to battle. But they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to keep going out to battle. And so they just kind of disappeared maybe. So somebody maybe disappeared. Vanished, couldn't take the heat. That's okay. I can't take the heat right now from my text messages. So, I'm on a break if you can't understand that. I'm terribly sorry for you. But yeah, so they couldn't take the heat. So they're not answering any of their text messages anymore. You've been left on red, or you left everybody on red like I did. And then in your, environment, you've got this King of Wands here. You've got someone who's very inspired. It's not you, it's somebody else. It's a person. They're very inspired. They've got a vision. They've got some great ideas. They've got strength and fortitude. They're ready to move forward. They've experienced the resurrection. This person got wounded and went back out. Look, it's the King of Wands. We have this Eight of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands, and now we've got the King of Wands here. And he's got some good ideas. He's very inspired. He's very excited, very charismatic person. Someone here's got some great ideas and is excited to move forward on them. your to-do list. This is Three of Cups. Get together with your friends. Share your burdens. Share your sorrows. Communicate with them. We start out with Two of Cups. We've got two people connecting. This is the Three of Cups. This is, you shouldn't be singing together right now because that's the best way to expel those germy particles. But look, they're not facing the same direction. They're singing in different directions. So that's good. That's fine. Their backs are kind of to each other. But this is some really soulful sharing, bringing from joys and sorrows, community, coming into community with people, possibly joining a choir or a band or some other idea of that. But this is about like taking care of your feelings and your emotions by sharing them with people that you love, people that are close to you, people that you trust, and creating that whole spirit. I'm hearing that where two or more are gathered in my name, there am I in their midst. That spirit of community and communion, and that special communion that we have when we're getting together with other people. So maybe you need to find a little bit of your tribe, your safe people that you can meet up with, and actually meet up with a group of people. Especially if you got ghosted here, this could be important to reach out to your friends for help. And then where you're going here is a Hierophant energy. This is faith. I have a hard time seeing this could be the church, like an actual institution of church. But I have a little bit of a hard time thinking maybe that's where you need to go. Maybe you need to go back to church. Maybe getting together with your friends is like part of going to your church or your religious community, your temple, your synagogue, whatever you're doing. So, rejoining your religious community, by, you're reaching out to your friends and then you end up going to church. Or this could just be faith, a renewed faith in something, because right now we lost the faith. We lost faith, really. That's what this card is, upside down. A loss of faith, a loss of belief in what you're doing and belief in the work. And this is about faith and about renewing that faith. It could also be going back to church, finding, especially with this card right here. But a renewal of faith, maybe in humanity, maybe in love, maybe in your work. Maybe this is a renewed faith in your work, because this guy's got a lot of ideas here. Maybe it's a new person at work coming in with a really charismatic attitude that reignites you and reignites your desire. But a faith, possibly faith in love, whatever we're talking about here, your faith is renewed. I really like that. Your faith is renewed. Yeah. So, all right, Gemini, I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes. I love the subscribes and the comments. I like your comments, although I'm probably going to take a break from them for a minute. But as part of my whole overall Four of Swords moment when it comes to communicating via typing out words. But I do like them. I like hearing them and seeing them, and I don't have that much fatigue over my YouTube comments. So, all right, I hope you have a great week. Thank you.